Today, a steakhouse dinner, but in your house. A top Pitmaster shares his quick and easy weeknight meal. We are talking sizzling bacon, seared steak, and crispy smashed potatoes. As good as the grill, but guess what? From the comfort of your kitchen. That is ahead on Dinner DeeAs. To the kitchen. I am Angie Corley. So today we are tackling one of my absolute favorite things, a fast, high flavor weeknight meal that tastes like kind of a weekend celebration. So joining us is Pitmaster Chad Ward from Lakeland's Whiskey Bent Barbecue. Hello, welcome back.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, you know, this is always exciting because you know how to get down with the get down.
And hey, it's our first episode together, so we're gonna make it extra special.
Oh, well, I'm ready. All
yes,
right,
ma'am.
So we're making a so good dinner that is a weeknight go-to. Think cast iron steak bites, right? With loaded smashed potatoes. Sounds amazing, and it's gonna smell amazing too, because we're gonna start with everybody's favorite, bacon.
Let's do it. So we're just gonna put a little finer chop on this so it cooks a little quicker.
Okay. Oh, now what is your favorite bacon? There's a lot of choices out there.
I like just going with the straight up, thick cut, regular cured bacon. I don't worry too much about all the smokehouse, smoked, applewood, hickory. I plan on adding my own flavor to it, so I don't really think you need to do that. So we'll get that chopped up a little bit and into our little hot skillet here and get it working.
And I see, of course, we didn't have to put any oil, nothing in the base. We're just kind of searing it up, making it crispy.
I'm gonna throw a little bit of tallow in there.
Okay, I am so glad we're talking tallow.
Yes.
Tallow talk time.
I'm just going to throw a little bit of tallow in here. So this is an exchange of olive oil or any other oil you want to use, and this is actually rendered down animal fat. So this is about as pure as you can get if you're wanting to cook with animal fats, which I think all the research has showed us is much healthier than the seed oils and those things these days.
And I tell you, there's billboards out there, there's restaurants, fast food, everyone's using tallow or suggesting tallow.
Agreed.
What does it taste like?
It honestly tastes like animal fat. It doesn't have a very distinct. To me, I like it because you get the nutrients from it, but at the same time, it doesn't have any of the other issues.
Okay, well, tallow all the way, please.
Yes,
Love
ma'am.
that. And we can buy this right on the shelf. It's easy. It's so popular now.
That's the thing. It used to be hard to find. You used to have to make your own, honestly. We would do that in competition barbecue because we like to wrap our briskets in it. So you couldn't find it already done. But now it's so much more readily available. I mean, the other day I saw it in a fast food drive-thru.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's
crazy.
It's here to stay.
Yes.
Do you want me to stir this? Because I see we have some lovely potatoes over there.
And so what we're looking for there, and one cue that I always give on bacon is you want to pull it about 1 or 2 steps before it's at the crisp you want. Because especially cutting small pieces, it's going to carry over cook. So if you pull it when you like the doneness, it may be a little more done afterwards.
Oh,
but
okay.
we'll figure out when it's done together.
All right, you'll let me know.
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. I'll saute away. Potatoes.
One thing I love about this on the potatoes is a lot of times you can take, boiling water, boil them.
Yes.
We're trying to stay quick, weeknight, less dishes, microwave safe bowl. We've got 24 ounces of baby Yukons in here. And then we're just going to take and add a couple tablespoons of water.
Okay, to steam them.
Steam them, and then we're going to put this in the microwave.
Oh, listen, I think this might be the first time that we've really used a microwave to cook, not to melt something. So congrats on that. Nice. Notice we don't need to peel anything.
No, we're just going to let them go because we're going to smash them. And I like that with the smashed ones because it's going to give us that crisp exterior with the skin. So you'll get the crisp of the skin and then the pillowy, velvety of the actual potato itself.
Okay, and I see you peeled back a little corner
I did,
here.
just so we don't create a bomb in there.
Okay.
So just a little bit of steam to get out.
Okay.
And I'm going to go throw it in.
Pop it
7 to 9 minutes. I'm going to go 7, and we're looking for fork tender.
Okay, fork tender. We're doing it. I'm going to saute this bacon. And while Chef Mike, get it? Microwave, does all the hard work for us, we're going to take a quick little break. Come back, finish up our smashed potatoes. Chef Chad is going to make sure this bacon is ready to go. He's going to share how he makes the ultimate oven crisp. Yes, that's ahead on Dinner DeeAs. in the kitchen with Pitmaster Chad Ward from Whiskey Bent Barbecue, making cast iron skillet bites, loaded smashed potatoes, something we know that you will love to make as an easy weeknight dinner, because this is just what Chad does. All right, so before the break, we got started by dicing up and cooking bacon, not adding oil, but beef tallow, then using an unexpected kitchen tool, not a smoker or a grill, but Chef Mike, the microwave, to get our taters part cooked, putting them in a bowl with a splash of water, covering them in the microwave for about 9 minutes or so until they are fork tender. All right, Chad, it's time for you to show us what you're working with here.
All right.
Get these gloves ready. Boy. Putting on my gloves.
Okay, so like we said, about 9 minutes. And these things are good to go.
Nice.
So we'll see, the only test we really want to do, just get that fork. That's the largest one we have in the group.
Okay.
Nice and fork tender.
Yes.
So now we'll just take, and let me first get a little bit of tallow in here. I think that bacon's done.
Okay, good.
If we just want to pour that there.
Okay.
While I'm oiling this up.
Okay, so you're gonna coat the pan with the beef
Little bit of
tallow.
tallow, yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've just got this paper towel that I used earlier to put a little bit on here. We'll just put a little bit more. We don't want these babies to stick, because we're gonna have a nice crispy surface. Perfect. So then we're just gonna get in here and
smash. Oh, that looks smashing. Okay. All right.
It's a little warm. Boom, perfect.
Fun.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, the kids would love this. Or if you have some anger, the
yes.
nerves that day, guess what? Smash. Wow. Oh, how cool. They are warm, so if you need to let them cool for a sec, that's cool. It come out in like interesting shapes. You never know.
Oh, it's like whack-a-mole with you. I like it. I put one down and you're just in.
I'm like, oh yeah, I'm as good at that game.
Go ahead.
All right. Now, how do you know how thick they should be? Or
about a ½ inch.
½ inch? Okay.
Yep. I think we're about there. Slide one more in there.
How cute.
Yeah.
Love that.
All right, and then we're gonna do just a little drizzle of oil.
Okay, that's gonna make them nice and crisp.
Yep.
And plus give it that beefy or that animal-y
Well, it just gives it that nice savory flavor to it, and then we're gonna hit it with a little bit of seasoning. We're gonna use one of ours called the Fix. If you don't have that, it is a kind of collection of salt, pepper, white pepper, onion, garlic, kind of that all-purpose that just goes extremely well.
Use it for everything.
Yes, it kind of replaces salt and pepper at my house.
Okay. So,
I just kind of leave it on the table and season everything up with a little bit of it.
the Fix, all right.
All right, and then we're just gonna, the higher you season from, the better you control it.
Really?
Just not because it looks good on Instagram. So
okay, we're gonna put those
with
in
this done, these are gonna go in 450.
Okay.
15 to 18 minutes.
50, okay, we can do that. That's
Yes,
just enough
ma'am.
time to get ready. Stick around. Up next, Chad is breaking down the best cuts of beef for high heat steak bites as we get set for some serious searing action ahead on Dinner DeeAs. This is Dinner DeeAs, and my guest today is friend of the show, Chad Ward, legendary Lakeland pitmaster and owner of Whiskey Bent Barbecue. You just got to say a little country swang.
I love
that. Now, he makes dinner like this is like a weeknight staple. Cast iron steak bites, some smashed loaded potatoes, a quick and easy recipe you can make. Now, without needing to like get the grilling gear out, right? All of your awards, all of your experience, why is this like a perfect weeknight dish?
Because I always say that the best part of a bite of steak is that outside, right? The crust. So when you cut it up into steak bites, you get that all the way around every bite, which I love. So once again, having a great full steak is awesome. But to me, quick, late night or quick during the week, awesome.
All right, real quick, let me tell you about what we just did. Potatoes, they're in the oven. We're taking them out of the microwave. Then we put them into an oil sheet pan, gave them a little smash with a drizzle of that tallow oil. Season them with Chef Chad's blend, the Fix, then roasting in the oven about 450 degrees for about 15 minutes. Now it's time to get steakalicious. delicious. I'm so excited. All right, you obviously cut this into pieces.
Yes, ma'am.
What kind of steak are we using?
So we use top sirloin here today. I know, beef prices are high right now, and sirloin is, economically one of the better cuts to get.
Okay.
It does great with this recipe. Obviously, New York strip, tenderloin, those cost more, but they do well with this too. But for me, I like just the top sirloin.
Top sirloin it is.
Save us a couple of bucks.
Hey, why not do that?
And then we're going to season these up aggressively. And then if you hand me those tongs, I'm just going to...
The tongs?
Yes, ma'am,
Okay.
that tong song.
Let's talk about the seasoning that you're putting on.
You want to give it a little try there?
Oh my gosh, yes. Love to. All right, this is one of yours, right?
Yes, so this
And
is
that's
the Rocks. It's one of our top sellers.
Okay. And
it is built savory. It's made for red meat, so not just beef, but if you like wild game. And the other thing I like about it on steak is you notice it's got a little consistent, a little crunch.
Yes.
Not everything's super fine, so it ends up leaving a really nice crust on the steak.
good. Not too spicy, nice seasoning. Okay.
Think we're ready?
All right, should I get behind you? Because that thing looks hot.
Woo! Now
That's nice.
God, that's one of the best sounds on TV, isn't it?
Oh, the sizzle. It looked like it was on fire, but it wasn't. It can handle this.
This skillet's on fire. All right.
That is getting down. Does that smoke that we see, does it affect the flavor, the taste of the meat?
It's not burning, but it is creating what they call the Maillard reaction. So the Maillard reaction is where you take heat and caramelize the outside of the steak.
Right.
That's what we like. So that's why you want it to go into a screaming hot pan, is so you get that Maillard reaction.
See, that's what cooking school will do for you. The science of the meat.
Yes,
that's
let's
good.
check these taters.
All right, you check the taters. I'm just gonna waft in the wonderful meat.
Oh,
And
here we go.
You're good? That was in there about, 15 minutes, Chef Chad?
Yes, they were.
Oh.
We've got nice browning on them, so now we go to the final stage, which is, I like to put the bacon on first and then kind of seal it with the cheese.
Have it run over the top. Get ooey gooey.
Kind of think of the bacon as the cheese as the bacon's safety net.
That is great.
So we got that there.
All right. You're being kind of select with that bacon. We love some bacon, Chef Chad.
I know. I just wanted to make sure we had enough to go around.
You
imagine
did good.
if I give somebody one of these without bacon on it?
Oh, there's a problem.
I'm about to say I won't get invited back.
Now, what about the shredded cheese that you have?
That's going to go on next, and that's just a double cheddar.
Double cheddar. So white cheddar, yellow cheddar.
Yes, ma'am.
You can use any cheese, I'm sure, right?
Yep, whatever you got in the pantry.
Oh, that's good. And this is like a really cute way, maybe more elevated, would you say, of the baked potato that we know and love.
Well, the other thing I like about this, too, is if you're one of those tater skin fans from back in the day, potato skins, it has a little bit of that vibe, too, right?
You're talking my language.
Yes.
What's old is new again?
It is.
That makes so much sense. The new tater skins are smashed potatoes.
All right.
Wow.
Now this is going to go back in for 2 to 3.
Do you need me to saute our wonderful
Yes, ma'am. If you want to give those a turn, that would be awesome.
Sure will. How long does it take for the steak here?
It's about 2 minutes aside, so we're probably about halfway through.
Any advice as a pitmaster?
Yes.
You've got a lot of tips in your grill bucket there. Any tips for us at home on how to make the meat, or when it comes to grilling or searing, that you recommend?
I would say one is, when we already covered it, a hot pan is always great for getting started and searing. The other thing is, don't be scared to use an instant read thermometer. I've done this a million times, so I can tell by the feel of it.
Yes.
But not everybody can. Let an instant read thermometer be your guide, because while a recipe is a recipe, every animal's lived a different life. So it's going to take a little bit longer based on the life that animal lived. How marbled was it?
Wow.
All kinds of things. So that just helps with ensuring consistency every time.
Oh, that looks good. Is it looking good?
Yes, they are.
Is that what you like? Is your stomach growling too?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, we are nearly done, but not quite. Not quite. When we get back, Chef Chad is going to get saucy with us, and we're going to feel some of that heat. Little horseradish, getting together, buttery, garlic, yum. That is ahead on Dinner DeeAs. Dinner, steak and potatoes is on the menu today, but the ultimate recipe for them both, thanks to my guest chef, Chad Ward. He's a pitmaster extraordinaire and the owner of Whiskey Bent Barbecue in Lakeland. This is like intoxicating me. I can't even talk right. By the way, your barbecue supply store really promises to help unleash epic flavor. Okay, before the break, we seasoned, we sliced, we seared our steak, got our crispy smashed potatoes out of the oven, added even more deliciousness on top of that because we added bacon that we cooked earlier, and then some cheddar cheese as a safety net, as you say. Okay, so I think we have a little bit more love to do. Are these potatoes done? Because I see a lot of fixings.
We've got a little finish to do here, so we're gonna add a touch of sour cream to a couple of them. And then we're gonna end up hitting it with some green onion.
Oh, yum, yum, yum. This really is reminiscent of the potato skins from back in the day.
Yes.
I would sop the sour cream. It was a
Yes,
bucket
yes.
to hold all the yumminess.
I completely agree with you. At that point, the potato skin, it was just a vessel.
Of course
It's
it was.
just
It
a
was
vessel.
like a spoon. But you know, this is kind of fun.
It
You
is.
could make this for a party, have the fixins and kind of help yourself.
Yes.
Do your own, like a mashed potato bar.
Yes.
We love those. Yeah, game night. This is just...
I dig it.
Yum. All right, we have scallions.
Yes, just a little bit of green onion
Oh,
going
green
on
onion,
top
okay.
there. And then we kept a couple without. And
So-
I'll tell you, my kind of crazy go-to is we're gonna make a little horseradish cream to go with the steak.
Yes.
Sometimes I get a little wild and replace the sour cream with the horseradish cream to give it a little kick.
Come on, kick. Oh, I'm about to put my cowgirl boots on. Go ahead. All right.
All right, before we get started on that, let's finish up this steak.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna go a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. We got a little W sauce there.
All right,
And then if you want to throw in that garlic we have there.
Okay. Am I putting all the garlic?
Yes, ma'am.
Ooh.
And the butter, and we'll melt that down.
Oh my goodness! Don't talk to me after that. All right, how much butter?
All of it.
Oh, should I at least cut it up?
There we go. It'll melt a little
melt.
quicker that way. There we go.
Chef.
And then we just mix all that together.
Oh, you put goodness on goodness on good. That's like the sprinkles on the top of the sundae there.
It's like the Triple Crown.
Oh, the smell.
And then over here, we're just whipping together that
What are you making there?
that horseradish cream. So a little bit of that Worcestershire.
So this is horseradish cream.
Yeah. So right here, this is the sour cream.
Oh, sour cream. Okay.
And then I added some of the Worcestershire sauce, some of the rocks. And then we're gonna come in here with some Dijon mustard. And the star of the show, the horseradish.
Wow. It's funny. I love that. I thought you were gonna somehow the sour cream was gonna turn into horseradish, but that makes sense that you would put that in, which I think it's underutilized.
I do too. I love horseradish. We were talking about it earlier, and I feel like it's one that if it calls for a tablespoon in the recipe, I just start with 2 and go from there.
Yeah, I'm with you. Okay. All right, let me just grab a little spoon here that's calling my name. There,
All
Chef.
right.
Just in case.
Well, you got to make sure everybody's eating well.
That's of course. That's beautiful. Looks creamy. Beautiful little color.
Gonna compliment it just right.
Oh my gosh. That little baby bite of the horseradish and the Dijon. That's really awesome. Not strong and overpowering. Wow. All right, that's looking good.
I think we're there. So I think it's time to build a plate, isn't it?
Okay. Now, how do you know that the steak's not overcooked? I mean, could you do medium
You
rare
can
or-
temp it.
Okay.
You can temp it and try it. To me, I just always do the
Oh, it looks so soft.
the Tom Flex, and that's what I want. It still has some give. It's not, if it was like we were squeezing a rock, it's overdone. But the fact that it's still got that give, that's a nice medium.
Okay.
And for steak bites, medium's fine.
Medium's fine. Okay. And we do it kind of on a medium heat to.
Yeah.
I know it was a hot pan in the beginning.
Right, and then we
turned
slowed it right down.
Yes. Oh,
So let's
man.
get some of these
This
out
is
here.
like I grew up on steak and potatoes. This is a luxury. Wow, that almost looks like tostadas or maduros. And
then we're gonna hit that with a little parsley.
can I put this in a jar and use this next week and
Yes,
use it on everything?
you could, yes.
Because I'll put that
It holds pretty
on
well.
everything. Okay.
All right. And we eat with our eyes first.
Well, I'm full, and that's fabulous.
That looks pretty good.
I want to get that out of the way. Look at that. Chef Chad. Woo!
All right. Where are we going? Steak first?
I was going to say a little. Let's do the steak by
All
itself.
right.
Oh. Bon appetit. Can we cheers on the
Cheers.
steak? Catch me, I'm falling.
Whoop! That is so good.
What? Okay, the steak is perfect. It's making me do a happy dance of all types. The horsey sauce is like the best, I think, of a prime rib, a little horse on the side. It's elevated. The steak tips, which are still a great cut of meat, and oh, the seasoning, dynamite.
Thank you.
That's not gonna last. But now let me just go in for these smashed potatoes.
Go for it.
Little potatoes here. Oh, I don't want to take the whole thing, but I will later. But here we go. Oh, that's nostalgic goodness right there. It's just like those potato skins, but better.
Yep. It really is. The potato skin thing didn't really hit me until we were doing it today.
Look at that.
But that's the definite vibe, and you've got everything there. I love it.
I love it. I love you too. Oh my gosh, grab this recipe. Chad's Dinner for your next dinner is on our website, dinnerdeeas.com, where we also have a link to Whiskey Bent Barbecue, Chad's place over in Lakeland. See you next time with more ideas for dinner, or as we call them, Dinner Deeas. Now go get to cooking. Woo!